Behold, the jewel of the Mediterranean, Alexandria. Few cities rivaled the splendor of Alexandria.
A city of towering marble palaces, glowing lighthouse fires, scholars unlocking the secrets of the universe. And then it vanished, not destroyed in a single night, not swallowed by war alone, but slowly, piece by piece, sinking beneath the sea. This was Alexandria, the greatest city of the ancient world. And today, using modern technology and AI reconstruction, we can finally see what humanity lost over 1,500 years ago. Alexandria was founded in 331 BCE by one of history's most legendary conquerors, Alexander the Great. But this wasn't just another port city. Alexander wanted a capital that would connect Africa, Europe, and Asia, a place where cultures, trade, and knowledge would collide. After his death, Egypt was ruled by the Ptolemies, and Alexandria became the beating heart of their empire. AI reconstructions show a city built with wide, straight avenues, massive stone buildings, and a layout far ahead of its time. At its center stood the royal quarter, home to palaces, gardens, and the tomb of Alexander himself. This wasn't just a political capital. It was designed to be the intellectual capital of the world. At the heart of Alexandria stood something almost mythical. The Great Library of Alexandria. Ancient sources say it held up to 400,000 scrolls containing mathematics, astronomy, medicine, philosophy, and maps of lands most people didn't even know existed. ET visualizations help us imagine vast halls lined with papyrus scrolls, scholars debating under painted ceilings, scribes copying texts day and night. Ships arriving at the harbor were searched, not for weapons, but for books. Any scroll found was copied, the original carefully kept. Alexandria wasn't just storing knowledge. It was trying to collect all human knowledge. Think about that. In a world without the internet, without printing presses, one city tried to hold the entire memory of humanity. Guarding the harbor stood one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The Lighthouse of Alexandria, the Pharos. AI reconstruction suggests it stood over 100 meters tall, making it one of the tallest man-made structures on Earth for centuries. White stone walls, a mirrored fire at the top that could be seen from miles away. At night, its flame guided ships safely into port. By day, sunlight reflected off polished bronze mirrors like a beacon from the gods. It wasn't just a lighthouse. It was a symbol, a testament that Alexandria was a city of innovation, engineering, and power. Alexandria wasn't only about knowledge, it was rich, extravagant, alive. AI reconstructions reveal bustling markets filled with spices from Arabia, gold from Africa, silk from Asia. Massive temples honored Egyptian gods alongside Greek ones, a fusion of cultures unlike anywhere else. Theaters hosted plays, stadiums held races, royal banquets overflowed with wine and music. And ruling over this dazzling world was one of history's most famous queens, Cleopatra. her palace complex likely stretched along the waterfront. Terraces overlooking the sea, marble halls, private docks for royal ships. Much of this royal district now lies underwater, hidden beneath centuries of sand and salt. So how does a city like this disappear? Not in a single catastrophe, but through centuries of disaster. Earthquakes shook the coast. Tsunamis crashed into the harbor. Parts of the city slid into the Mediterranean. The lighthouse was damaged again and again, until finally collapsing. Wars, fires, and political decline weakened Alexandria's greatness. The famous library faded into legend, likely destroyed in stages over time. By the Middle Ages, the shining capital of the ancient world had become a shadow of itself, and its most magnificent districts were gone beneath the waves. For centuries, Alexandria's lost wonders were thought to be myths, until underwater, archaeologists began exploring the harbor floor. They found massive stone blocks, fallen columns, sphinx statues, and pieces of royal monuments buried in sand. Entire sections of the ancient city now rest underwater, preserved like a time capsule. Using sonar scans, historical texts, and archaeology, I can now digitally rebuild the drowned palaces, temples, and streets. We can walk again through places no human has seen for over 1,000 years. Alexandria reminds us of something powerful. Even the greatest cities can fall. Even the brightest centers of knowledge can vanish. But today, we have something the ancient world never did. Technology that lets us recover what was lost. Through AI reconstruction, the ghost of Alexandria rises again. Not in stone, but in memory, data, and light. The city that once tried to hold all human knowledge is now being rebuilt by human knowledge. And maybe that's the most Alexandrian ending of all.